All right, everybody. On this week's show, we're going to introduce our new co-host for the show. We've got our top 5 Utah restaurants, our Liam's Facts, our fight scene. That's going to include 2 martial artists, and our joke of the week and our Ask a Sensei. So make sure you like, subscribe, and prepare for the show. Welcome back to the dojo, everybody. This is True Talk with TRUMOTION, where a couple of guys talk about how to make the world a better place and hopefully make your day a little bit better in the process. My name is Mark, followed by the new co-host, Tony. Tony's back. I'm going to be on the regular now. So Steven has officially moved to the state of, I would say great state, but I don't know if it's that great. Ohio. He's moved across the country. I don't know if he wanted me to tell you where he was moving, but I did anyways. My bad. Sorry, Steven. But wishing him all the best. I think he probably is actually there now. They left Thursday, and I think they did majority of the driving Thursday, and then they should be there today. So wishing you all the best, buddy. Hopefully you get your roots settled really quickly. Moving's always tough. It sucks. Yeah, moving really sucks, but... Well, how's your week been?
Oh, it's just been honestly pretty busy.
Yeah.
You know, with everything that's and I think a lot of it's just because I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on and, you know, trying to maintain the goals and stuff that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that's it's one of the questions I brought for the day.
Okay.
So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be
well,
good.
you recently celebrated a birthday. How was that?
I'm old.
Yeah. Well,
successfully kept myself around for another trip around the sun.
There you go. Well, belated happy. We won't tell you when your birthday was. That's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
But happy birthday. Yeah, it's been a interesting, odd week on multiple different levels. One, it was Halloween. All the kids are always crazy on Halloween.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Did you get a lot of trick-or-treaters at your place?
I actually wasn't even at my place.
Oh.
My sister invited me up to her place, and so I took me and my puppy up there, and we just kind of sat out and hung around, and
Did you dress up?
I don't have any costumes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
so you got to start getting those back.
Yeah.
Huh?
The fire kind of took care of all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wore a big hat. That's yeah.
Big Eagles hat?
Yeah, Big Eagles hat.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Everybody's like, your hat's huge. I'm like, yep, it sure is. Yeah, we had one knock on the door at right as I was heading to bed, because obviously it's early. If you can't tell, you can't tell. It's dark everywhere here. At 9:45, all of a sudden I hear the door open. I'm like, who the hell is that? And then it was knocking. I was like, oh, my God, did we just get the first trick-or-treater at 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
And, of course, it was a bunch of teenagers, and I'm just like, all right, here you guys go.
Hey, at least they're out trick-or-treating and doing other things.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Take some candy, guys. But, yeah, we have such an old neighborhood. Nobody goes and trick-or-treats in our neighborhood anymore. So, but, yeah, no, it was an interesting week just for the fact that, Liam's birthday was on the 30th, so he would have turned 16. And on that same day, that's the day that Steven left to move.
Oh, wow.
So it was it was like bam, bam, all on the same day. And then today, actually, in the recording of this episode, we're having a little birthday party for Liam later this afternoon. So, but yeah, it's been an interesting week. I think for the most part, everybody's handled it pretty well. So I don't think a lot of people realized. I mean, yes and no, because we have talked about it and told them about the party. But I think everybody's coping with it pretty well. We'll see. I mean, who knows? It may be different today. But yeah, it's been a good week, and starting off the new season-ish. This is I think the second episode of the 8th season. So now we'll have Tony on the show. But let's move on to our Liam's Facts. All right, last week's question was, let's see if you know the answer to this one, was how much money did Americans spend on Halloween candy in 2024?
Oh, just on candy.
Just on candy. Nope, just candy. And no costumes, no decorations. This is purely sugar. It's bigger than you would think.
I would almost dare say, because I'm trying to remember, because isn't Halloween the second top spending holiday?
I believe so, besides Christmas.
Besides Christmas, outside of Christmas.
I believe so.
So I would dare venture, if that's the case, that just on sugar, you know, diabetes fuel, it's probably like $100 million.
Way worse.
Oh my gosh.
It was $3.5 billion.
Oh my God.
Yeah. According to Google.
Buddy, I'm in the wrong business. I need to be a dentist. I mean, let's be honest.
Exactly. Americans in 2024 spent $3.5 billion in candy. Just in candy. I know. That is a huge number. Huge number.
I can't.
Yeah. And this week's question is candy related also. I just thought it was fun. So this week, don't blurt the answer out if you know it. You can tell me off the air. What was the original name for candy corn?
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah. So this week's question is, what is the original name for candy corn? Make sure you leave your answer in the comments down below or email us at TrueTalkTuesdays@gmail.com. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe, send it to a friend. We want to make sure we spread the message to as many people as spread the love. But let us know if you know what the original name for candy corn is. All right, but moving on to a word from our sponsor.
Yeah. TRUMOTION in motion, let's go. Gear up, stand tall, feel the flow. Kicking it strong with the best of the best. Streetwear fresh, put your style to the test. Karate vibes, yeah, we bring that heat. From tees to hoodies, keep it sharp, keep it sleek. T-shirt or hoodie, we got both. Subs for the grind, focus on growth. Stickers and swag, let the world know you rep style. Now let's go. TRUMOTION merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Reppin' that swag, flexin', wear it proud. Support TRUTALKS and wear it loud. Discipline, power, the heart of the fight. Your fit's gotta match your unstoppable might. Tigers and dragons, bold on the sleeve. Step in the dojo, they know you don't leave. Oh, step up, don't wait. Rock that fit, let's elevate. TRUMOTION merch, yeah, we level up. Style so sharp, got that warrior's touch. Rockin' that drip, yeah, you own the crowd. Support TRUTALKS and wear it loud. Yeah, we reppin' strong, no fear, no doubt. TRUMOTION merch shop is what it's all about.
All right, thank you, sponsor. Make sure you go on, support the channel and the merch store by buying some merch or sending it to somebody and buying it for a Christmas present. But all right, let's move on to our top 5. All right, this week's top 5, we've got top 5 Utah-based restaurants, not chains or restaurants that are national that are in Utah, but restaurants that are specifically local to Utah. I'm interested to hear what your top 5 is.
Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily put them like, oh yeah, this one's number 1.
No, I never do that either. Yeah, no. These are just in no particular order.
No particular order.
Yeah.
And I went by way of like either cuisine or how I was feeling. So I'm going to start off. The one place that I love to go if I want like comfort food and just like, and I'm not so, like everybody has their own different type of comfort food.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like I want to go somewhere where it was like I feel like it was a home cooked meal made by grandma.
Yeah.
In the back. and it's going to be awesome every single time. It's the Little America Cafe.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good place to go to.
Yeah, because I'd be like, I'm sorry, but where are you going? I happen to know the people who own that place, and they are
honestly,
local. They are here.
I like Little America better than the Grand America.
Yeah.
Grand America's it's weird.
It's yeah.
I don't like the layout of the hotel rooms, and I understand that they were trying to go for that like golden era, like 1950s style. Just it's odd.
Next time you go, you've got to go to the spa.
We have.
And did you use the shower?
Yeah.
The 27 shower.
Yeah.
Do you ever want to feel like you're in a warm hurricane?
No, the spa is awesome.
The spa's legit.
Spa is awesome. The rooms are interesting. Each one of them has a doorbell. I thought that was weird.
Each one of them has a doorbell.
So, but yeah. Okay, so you got Little America.
So I've got Little America Cafe for my comfort food.
Okay.
Okay. For like pizza, it used to be Zapponi's Pizza, but now it's Z Brothers Pizza.
Okay.
Because I think they used to only have like 1 or 2 locations, and I think they're trying to open up to more. But yeah,
Dave Portnoy, the guy that does the pizza reviews on One Bite, when he was in Utah the last couple of times, because he came out for a Utah game and the Holy War.
Yes.
I love that because he does the pizza reviews. He was pointing out pizza spots I'd never even heard of. Yeah. And I loved it. And I was like, God, I got to go try those now.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, I love Dave Portnoy.
He's awesome.
One Bite pizza reviews. That's awesome. Okay. And then, so I really do like Thai food.
Okay.
And my favorite Thai place is Sawadi.
Sawadi.
Yeah. Yeah. Right there off of North Temple.
Okay.
And, it used to be a place called Thai Siam off of State. And they kind of, I think it was a dual ownership situation. And then I used to go there a lot. Yeah. To the point where you would walk in and the waitress would just smile and nod.
Be like, oh, you want
and
regular?
Sit down and like, Diet Coke, no ice. And, and cow pie with chicken. Yeah. Like, oh, and gang masiman. Okay, yes. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I've been here too much.
My bad. Okay.
But yeah, Sawadi is a great Thai place. One of the places that I really like to go. And then there's another on the Asian side for pho and for boba. I love gossip.
Yeah, you love gossip.
I love me some gossip.
Yeah. I don't like boba.
You don't like boba?
I'm not a boba fan. It's just like chewing balls of snot, in my opinion.
Like the big tapioca balls?
No. I like tea and like stuff.
Yeah.
But no, like when you're drinking, all of a sudden you're like, what in the world just went down my throat? Yeah. Shanna's like, and I told Shanna she's never tried it. And like about, oh God, maybe 6 months ago or something, there's a boba place up by our house. She's like, I got to try it. And we went to eat at a place right there. She's like, I got to try it. And I'm like, you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, you're not going to like it. Because she's all a texture type person too. She got it and she didn't like it. Yeah, and everybody at her work is like, Shanny, you got to try boba. I was like, don't listen to them. They're lying. Boba sucks. But people love it.
People love it.
Hey,
people love it.
You like what you like.
That's right.
Don't apologize for it.
That's right.
So, all right. So gossip. So what was that? 3?
So that was 4. That put me at 3. So I've got, Grand America Little America.
That's 4.
Then we've got
the Z's.
Zapponi. Oh yeah. Oh, that is 4.
That is 4.
And then gossip. And the other place that I really like for tacos al pastor is Chunga's.
Chunga's, yeah. We've been there. That's not too bad. I like it because it looks like a freaking shithole.
Oh, you
and
look
then
like,
all of a sudden you're like, okay, this is pretty good food.
Yeah, it's like I need a tetanus shot to walk in here. But then they make it, and you're just like, never mind. I'm now eating here forever.
Exactly.
And so
Chunga's isn't too bad.
Yeah. Those are some of my local favorites.
And any honorable mentions?
Oh yeah. So there's another diner that's up in Davis County. It's called Sills. And yeah, the best place to go for like if you want a breakfast and stuff like that. That they knock it out of the park.
Nice.
They also do still serve scones.
Oh, yeah.
Full on the size of your face scones.
Yeah.
With like whipped honey butter.
Yeah, that's one of the
like
places on my list in Mill Creek or Holiday that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love scones.
Yeah.
Scones are awesome.
Those are awesome. I'm trying to think of there's a couple others like high-end restaurants and stuff like that that I really kind of liked. Ava's is one. It's an American tapas type place. So like small plates, and stuff like that. Then there's the Copper Onion, which is really, really good as well.
Yeah, Elliot, Maya's boyfriend, used to work there.
Yeah.
And then when COVID hit, they laid him off.
Yeah. For sushi, stuff like that, I mean, Takashi is one of the places that I like to go. I'm trying to think of all the others that, again, like that's the thing that I think has really been awesome to watch after living here for as long as I have is when we first got here, there was not much of a food scene.
No, not at all.
And then, Red Rock was a great place too.
Yeah.
And I haven't been there in years, so I don't know if their quality is
all right.
still good. But then the food scene started creeping up and stuff like that. Unfortunately, in like Davis County, unless you like franchised food, there's not much.
Yeah. No, we need more local small businesses.
Yeah.
But God, I could only imagine the overhead with running a restaurant. Well, not even just a local restaurant, but just a restaurant in general.
No, they say like if you want to lose money, open a restaurant. Like 80% of them fail. I mean, you've got like a maybe 20% success rate.
Yeah,
that's maybe.
Just with the markup of food, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, and then just the sheer cost of what you have to have in order to make the food. I mean,
yeah.
Looking at, for a lot of those kitchens, $1 $2 million kitchen alone.
Yeah, just in the kitchen. Just the kitchen.
Not including like all of the
tables, the silverware, the flatware, glasses.
Yep. And then you have all of your labor costs that are up on top.
Exactly.
So and then
it's a huge startup, and then the monthly expenses are
absolutely
wild.
And it's really unfortunate because like the saying says, you're only as good as your last service, which is totally
it's
true.
Very true.
You have one bad night, doesn't matter. That's like locked in people's memory forever.
Yeah. No, it's funny because we went to a Mexican place last night, and it's not terrible, but I was like, God, I hate coming here. Why? Because the service is like so, and they charge a credit card fee. Yeah. And I can't stand businesses that charge credit card fees. It's like, that is unfortunately one of your operating costs for running a business. Right. Does it suck? Yeah, it does suck to see money coming out of your account for people just paying you. Right. I understand that. But it's like, I don't want to pay for your expenses. Right. Like, I'm paying for your food and your service. You eat the credit card fee. Now, credit card fees need to come down, but
or either that or just like why line item it out? Why don't you just like factor that into your
the cost of your food.
Charge $10. It's going to cost me $1 in credit card fees. Great, now it's $11.
Yeah, exactly. Just factor it into the food, but don't be like, hey, there's a 3% credit card fee for your like what? Right. Then, unfortunately, the servers get the shaft, because now a lot of people will be like, well, I'm just going to take it out of the tip, even though had nothing to do with the service. So, but yeah, no. All right. So mine, I don't know if this is a chain or not. Maybe you can let me know. Tsunami. Is Tsunami a chain? I know they have multiples in Utah, but do they have?
That's a good question. I don't know.
So I'm going to have to check to see if Tsunami is.
It is good though.
Is good. Yeah. That and a place called Sakura.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that place for like Asian food. And David's Kitchen. Have you been to David's Kitchen?
No.
David's Kitchen's on like 3300 South and like maybe 5th West.
Okay.
We'll take you there. It's awesome. It's a local Chinese restaurant.
Oh,
really,
no way.
Really good food.
Okay.
Yeah. Pizza wise, they used to have more, but they've been closing them. Big Apple Pizzeria. Do you remember that place?
No.
There's one up in Mill Creek by the old Mill Creek Dojo. Okay. In fact, it actually may even be in the No, I don't think it is in the old Mill Creek Dojo. But it's like right in that little strip.
Yeah.
That's a really good place. Crown Burger.
Oh, duh. Yeah. For burgers?
Yeah, Crown Burger. That's pretty good. But that's not on my top 5 for restaurants. Those are just some honorable mentions.
The battle between Crown and Apollo.
Yeah, and Astro.
And Astro, Crown, Apollo, and Astro.
It's all this. It's like those
MMA
4
fight.
Mexican restaurants that were all one family.
Yeah.
These are all 3 restaurants that were all one family, and then they're like, screw you, and then they started their own.
Yeah, you've got Beto's, Roberto's, and Alberitos.
Yeah, exactly. Or La Frontera, La Fountain, and
Yes.
yeah, all those.
Oh, another honorable mention. My favorite, like, nachos, super nachos from Beto's.
Beto's is good.
Beto's super nacho.
Yeah. Well, I got to put this because one, Elliot works there, and it is good food. Tuscany.
Haven't been.
You haven't been?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tuscany's pretty good. Shannon and I'll have to take you guys there someday.
Now, you do know that I am like an Italian snob, so.
Yeah, no, they got more than just Italian
Okay.
food.
Okay.
Yeah, they had like braised short ribs, and it's
okay.
more like they call it Tuscany,
Yeah.
which is ironic because it's more like classic American food, but they do have like pastas. Yeah, like broccolini and mashed potatoes and meatloaf, and you're just like, oh, this is an Italian restaurant. So, but yeah, Shannon and I will take you there one time. It's
Bait
good.
and switch.
Yeah, for reals. Mark, Mark Eaton, when he was alive, he was one of the owners of it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So, Sharon's Cafe up in Holiday. That's a really good place. That's great for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah. The scones also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like just massive scones
Massive.
with honey butter.
Yes.
Yep.
The fat brain inside me likes that.
Yes. Tacos, there's 2 places. If I want birria tacos, it's El Tapatio.
I haven't been there.
Yes.
I need to be there.
We'll definitely take you. And just regular tacos, Tacos Lopez.
Haven't been there either.
That's right down the street from headquarters on
Oh, is it?
7800 South and just east of Redwood.
Yeah.
Man, they've got like a trompo in the back, and they have every kind of taco you can think of.
Oh, man.
And you just buy it per taco.
Serious?
It's awesome. Tacos Lopez. Like if you want more of like a sit down Mexican place, Maria's.
Yeah.
Maria's is good.
Mhm.
We like Maria's. And the Patty Shack. Have you been to the Patty Shack?
I've heard of the Patty Shack.
Yeah,
Haven't been there.
I thought they've been open forever, but they just recently opened within the last, I would say, 3 to 5 years.
Oh, no way.
But if you're not looking for it, you will drive right past it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on like 4500 South and maybe a few blocks before Redwood, and it's in a neighborhood, and it's in an old home. And if you like to the right and left, it's houses. So if you're not like GPSing it or been there
Right.
before, you will drive right on past it.
How'd the zoning get passed for that?
I don't know. And it's one of those places you walk in and you're like, holy God, this place is a shithole. But it's like Five Guys, but better.
But better?
But better.
I can't stand Five Guys.
I have a love-hate relationship with Five Guys. I think they're decent, but they're way overpriced.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, way overpriced.
I mean, like, I hate to say this, and I know I've got friends that will fight me on it, but I honestly would say that their burgers are the exact same flavor, quality, everything else as In-N-Out, and I can get it for cheaper.
Yeah, I don't like In-N-Out either.
You know,
I'm not an In-N-Out fan. That's a hot take. Everybody's like, you don't like In-N-Out? I'm like, no, I don't. Sorry. The fries are terrible, and the burgers are just average.
Yeah.
That's it. So,
But, I mean, here's the thing. For being just average, the price is just average.
yeah, no,
So, I mean, it's like you're getting what you pay for.
Price-wise, you honestly really can't beat it.
Yeah.
I just can't get over the fries, man. The fries are terrible,
Yeah.
which they should be so much better because they're hand-cut every day, but they're just like soggy and limp, and it's just gross.
There are different ways you can order them.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can do, you can just order their regular fries, which is just kind of like a light crisp on it, which makes them floppy and soggy, and I hate it too.
Yeah, those are terrible.
Or you can get them well, and they're like crispy, and some of them come out crispy like a potato chip crispy.
Okay.
And then you can get medium well, which is like the happy medium in between the ultra crispy and the soggy.
Okay.
And so
I'll have to try that
once
then.
I found that from their secret menu, I was like, okay.
It's funny. I think it's interesting that none of us put this on there, maybe because Utah doesn't really have one, a good steakhouse. Yeah, because I feel this is every dude will say this, and I truly believe this. I can cook a better steak.
100% for a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for what it would, and I know this is going to be, again, hot take. if I were to go out to Ruth's Chris, for example,
Yeah.
and get a steak for me, the date that I'm with or whatever, or
Yeah.
even let's say, for example, I took my family of 3.
Oh, it's like
Okay.
$300-400.
It'll be $300 to $400 for
Yeah.
me to do that. Okay, for $300 to $400, I could buy
Yep.
a chuck roll, which is the giant portion.
Or you
where
could
it's
just
got
buy
the
a
chuck,
rib roast.
and the rib roast. I could buy
Yeah,
both of
both
them.
of them for under that.
Bring them home, cut them 2.5-inch, thick
Yep.
steaks, and then cook it the way, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm right there with you. I can cook it just as well as they can.
Oh, yeah. The only thing they have on me, and I will give them this, is their plates. Those plates
Yeah.
that are like 500 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
That's the only thing Ruth Chris has got. And their sides are pretty good.
Yeah, their sides are pretty good.
But they're not like $50 good.
No.
Like the sweet potato casserole from Ruth Chris.
Yeah, no.
That's pretty good.
It's
yeah.
no, it's good.
Yeah, but not
Ain't
not-
worth it. And that's yeah.
Another
That's-
great honorable mention is Ruth's Diner up in
Yes.
Mission Canyon. Yes.
Oh, Ruth's.
Yeah.
That place is.
Ruth's Diner's pretty good.
Oh man.
But
yeah.
you Utah people, chime in and tell us what your favorite local restaurant is. You non-Utah people, chime in and tell us what your area's local favorite restaurant is. But moving on to our Ask a Sensei. Okay, question number 1 is our slang for the week. This week's slang terms are Southern slang. Okay. Southern slang. First word / phrase, some of them are words, some of them are phrases,
Right.
is fixin' to.
It's a lot of things I'm fixing to do. You
Yeah.
know. Which
Getting
means
ready.
I'm getting ready to.
Yep. Getting
Yep.
ready to. I'm fixing to
Mhm.
do. This one has multiple meanings, but we'll all know, for at least you people that have been around Southern people, you will know the true meaning of this. It's bless your heart. Yeah. it's you would think it's a bless your heart.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, that it's just the most wholesome, like, oh, you're so wonderful. No, it's an insult.
It's an insult.
So it's basically telling you you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless your heart. Look at
Oh.
that. He's playing in the mud again. Bless his heart.
His heart.
Yep.
Oh, he's-
I got a lot of family from the South. I've heard that many times. Not to me, a few times to me, but
Oh, is Mark still doing that karate thing?
yeah.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. It is so true. But yeah, if you get a Southern person saying bless your heart, it's not a compliment, just so you know. Sometimes it can be, but very rarely is it a compliment.
Yeah. No.
All right, next one, yonder.
Over there.
Yeah, very far away.
Over there.
It's like on yonder over there.
Yep.
I was telling my parents these, and they knew a person that named their kid Yonder. And I was like, whoa, okay. They must
Wow.
not like him.
No. 100%.
Tote. What do you think? Tote.
There's there's a couple of things that I would say. But tote would be like a container or something that you
That's
stick
what I would
something in.
assume, because that's what we
Yeah.
call totes.
Absolutely.
It's to carry something, especially by hand. Why don't you go tote that thing over there?
Oh, well, that makes it. Well,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
You know,
When you
using the
put it in the,
action verb of the item that I'm going
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, next one. We definitely do not call them these, but buggy.
Oh, it's a shopping cart.
Yes, a buggy in the South is a shopping cart. Be
Yep.
like, hey, go over there and give me a buggy.
Don't they say the same thing in Canada?
Probably. I don't know. Canada is basically Northern America, but
Or as one YouTuber calls them, snow Mexican.
snow Mexicans. Okay, yeah. Skeeters.
Oh, mosquitoes. We all
Yep.
hate those things.
Skeeters. Tarnation.
Oh, that's like, saying damn it.
Sort of. That's surprise, shock, or
Yeah.
displeasure.
Yeah.
Tarnations.
Of course, I use damn it for that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, damn it.
Hot and tarnation.
And we're not Yosemite Sam.
That's true.
Yeah. Tarnations. Piddling.
A piddling is when you're just kind of like not doing it, like you're just kind of dinking around.
Yeah, doing something trivial.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, God, you're just piddling around.
Yep.
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 Yeah, I've heard that a lot too. Conniption fit.
In today's slang, you're crashing out.
Yeah, it's fit of rage.
Yep.
It's funny because when I was writing it, I'm writing it and I'm like, what is this word called? Because it's spelled CONNIPTION. You're like
Conniption.
conniption.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this saying?
It's like you've heard it several times.
Yeah,
you've never
exactly.
seen
I've heard it
written. Yeah.
a ton, but I've
Uh-huh.
never seen it in written form.
Yeah.
And you're like, the hell is this? And this is another one where it's like, I've heard it a ton of times, but I've never seen it in written form. And I was like, I got it. It's cattywampus.
Oh, cattywampus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, my life for the past like freaking 5 years been cattywampus.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. Askew.
absolutely chaotic.
Or lopsided.
Yep.
Yep. That's all that. Chairs over there, all cattywampus. Yep. Okay, this one sounds nasty. And again, probably could have multiple meanings, but it's rode hard and put up wet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That just means that like you don't take care of things.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exhausted,
Mm-hmm.
run down, in bad shape.
Yeah.
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 Usually, apparently, the origin was if you're horseback riding.
Yep. Yep.
The saddle can get sweaty and
Oh,
wet,
yeah.
and then so you rode the horse hard, and you got to put the saddle up wet so it
Yep.
dries out.
Yep.
And I was like, oh,
Yep.
okay, but
But didn't let it dry out and everything else.
yeah.
And
So that is our Southern slang. I thought that was funny because honestly, as I was writing down, I was like, God, I've heard 99% of my family on my dad's side say these words.
I'm going to
like,
throw one in from Idaho
Okay.
because I haven't heard anybody use this. Or at least
Do you know
around
what?
here.
Maybe next week you should create Idaho slang.
We don't have much. Like it's
That Utah has slang a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But this one, borrow pit.
A borrow pit.
Borrow pit.
I would assume it sounds exactly what it sounds like. But
Not even close.
yeah, I was gonna say, history has told me that would be wrong. What is a borrow pit?
Borrow pit is the patch of land in between the interstate where it dips down and everything else. That's the borrow pit.
Why did the
Don't ask me. I have no idea.
I would definitely
Like I grew up, like everybody knew, like, oh yeah, you know, it was like
stay
it
out of the borrow
snowed.
pit.
It snowed and everything else. I spun out, ended up in the borrow pit, and I'm like, yeah, everybody knew what that it was.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I thought that's what it was called for forever
That's interesting.
until I had a professor that was like not from Idaho,
yeah.
and she was like, "Okay, can anybody explain to me what the hell a borrow pit is?"
Yeah. What is
We're like,
borrow pit?
that's a thing in the middle of the like interstate. Like, what are you talking about?
How do you not know that?
And she's
'cause
like, it's
nobody calls that.
She's like, that's called the median.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
It's not a median. It's a borrow pit.
Who calls it a stupid name like that? But all right, let's move on to our second question. Question number 2. What do you got for us?
So I've been thinking about this just because, again, you know, I draw from my own personal life and personal experience. What is it that causes us, and I don't think it's just, America, we probably talked about this a little bit last week, as humans and everything else, to not be able to see long term?
Oh, because we have lost the ability to have delayed gratification.
But is it that? Or is it just like, if we kind of think about it, is it a, psychological thing for us, like through, years of evolution and everything else, caveman days? Okay. The cavemen weren't thinking like 5 years down the road.
No, they were thinking day to day because
Day-to-day.
they truly lived in a time where tomorrow is not guaranteed.
Right.
It's a good thing and a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. Let me start with the good. It's a good thing because it keeps us in the present, or it should keep us in the present.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about it. The bad thing is sometimes by not looking forward, we can create future problems. So,
Right.
yeah, I definitely think that historically we're not hardwired for long-term thinking because, like you just said,
Mhm.
you know, let's just even take 100 years ago. You know, you get a cold in, well, actually not 100 because 100 is only 1920s. Or, yeah. Even still, I mean,
you got a bad cold or flu in the 20s. I don't think you're making it.
yeah, exactly. So historically, we're not built for long term.
Yeah.
And even though we think like, let's just take 50 years, be like, oh God, 50 years, that's a long time. Not really. Okay. It is and it isn't.
Right.
Okay. Because there have been plenty of people that have not made it to 50. And there's been plenty of people that have made it well past 50.
Mm-hmm.
So it is good to look to the future, but you can't sacrifice the future for the present.
Right.
So,
yeah. The only reason why I bring this up is because, just of personal experience to me, is that I had this individual who cut me a check, and it's, somebody that I have partnered with and trying to make something work. And the check that I picked up from him was coming from another company, another account, whatever.
yeah.
And I went to cash it. This was like last week that I went to cash it. And then I went out on a retreat with, funny story, my ex-brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Which made for awesome comedy in and of itself when we were introducing each other to everybody else. And they're
Yeah.
like, so how do you two guys know each other? And he would just laugh and pipe up and be like, oh, I'm his ex-brother-in-law. My sister is his ex-wife.
Yeah.
And they would just stare at us. We're like, I was like, yeah, I got the better end of the deal. I got Todd out of the divorce. And
Yeah.
Todd would just laugh. But anyway, it didn't get back until like, late Sunday, and I didn't check my checking account until like Tuesday. Apparently the check went bouncy.
Oh.
And I was like, huh, okay. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So the next day, I texted him, about 9:00 in the morning, like, hey, this is kind of what happened, send him screenshots of my, state, my bank account and stuff like that, so that he knew that I wasn't just like pulling his chain. And then it was radio silence.
Yeah.
All day.
Someone
And
was
so
embarrassed.
I'll tell you what happened with the rest of the story. But for me, all of a sudden it was like, where is this guy?
Yeah.
Why is it like generally he texts me back very quickly. He's very prompt in all of his stuff. Maybe something happened. Maybe something like went nuts. Maybe he like skipped the country. It's the money that I, invested with him and everything else. And now I'm sitting here holding an open bag of nothing. And so my brain starts spinning.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like, I'm missing that long-term look of like, and not being able to see outside of myself.
Yeah.
He ends up calling me like about 6:00 that night. He says, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Hey, this is what happened. Told me what was going on. He says, I am sorry I haven't been able to get a hold of you until today. And I was like, yeah, man, like, no worries. Like, you called me and we're good. And he says, let me tell you what happened today. So apparently there was a hit and run, police chase, whatever. The car ended up hitting a power pole, knocked the power out for this entire neighborhood and everything else, and where his business is at. So he had to reschedule clients. All of the refrigeration was down, so they had to move all their prescriptions and everything else.
Yeah.
And he's like, it has been a nightmare of a day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I should just take a moment and relax.
Yeah. We automatically jump to the worst case scenario.
Yes.
Instantly. Be like, oh, they're not calling me back. What did I do? What's going on? Why is this happening? What? And then you're just like,
right.
Just stop. Breathe. It'll be okay.
Well, and that was the thing, that after all of this, and I found it quite, comical to myself, that I was like, okay, you've known this guy for a while. When in the past
Yeah.
Has he ever ghosted you, not told you exactly what he was going to do and then did it?
Yeah.
You know, was very upfront with his word, has done everything. Like, why did your brain go here?
Yeah.
What happened? Like, you've got this evidence back here and
Yeah.
you couldn't like
Yeah.
form, like, you know, I didn't do anything about it because I was like, you know, if he calls me, he calls me. If he doesn't, you know, I'll
Yeah.
call him again. Maybe it didn't, you know, who knows? Technology is technology. But, and that was one thing that, you know, as I was thinking about, like, you know, good question and stuff for this, I was like, holy crap. Why is it that we can't like have that long term, like, oh no, this is going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same way with people who bounce in and out of the stock market and lose their shorts.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, did you have a long-term strategy or did you just become afraid today?
Yeah.
You know, same thing with, you know, people who, and wrapping this back into martial arts, you know, it's people who train,
Yeah.
you know, people who work out, people who try to run a business, people who, you know, it's like, well, I didn't make enough money this year. It's like, okay, was it just this year?
Yeah.
Where are you at? Did you
Mhm.
build from last year? Where were you at last year? Oh, you like actually went up by like 30% from last year to this year? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't make enough money. It's like, you had a 30% increase.
According to who?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to who did you not make enough money?
Right.
Yeah, that's a very common thing to where it's that whole flight, fight, or freeze.
Yeah.
Our brain instantly reacts to that.
Yes.
So it's like, I consider in this instance, the fight would be like coming up with worst case scenarios and be like, this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then you start formulating all these things on why they didn't blah, 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 even though, like you said, there's this history of them
Not doing
that, but yet you're like going to the exact opposite. There's the flee where you're like, oh, they're just running away from me, or I'm going to run away.
Or I'm going to run away.
Yeah. And then the freeze where you're just like, you just don't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those, like when little kids are like, if I don't move, they won't see me, you know, or they just like,
or your dog ever does that.
Yeah.
You're outside, you know, calling for your dog and your dog just, if I hold still and close my eyes,
Yeah.
they don't exist.
Exactly. Or like when kids like pull a blanket over their head,
Yes.
they're like, I can
love
still see you, but yet as long as they don't move, everything will be okay.
Everything's okay if I don't move.
Yeah. And that, I think we're just hardwired for that. And now the real trick is how do we control that?
Yeah.
And do you have the ability to control that? I think you do and you don't in some aspects. Because I was talking with a parent the other day and they said their kid was getting like bullied and they're like, he's not doing anything. I go, yeah, because he's never had to.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know how to. And I go, we can train and work with him, but until he's had enough, he won't do anything. They're like, what? And I was like, yeah. It's like, I've had people train for 10 years and then someone gets in their face and they freeze.
Yeah.
Because they've never had to do it before. And then after that happens, then they're like, I don't like that. I'm not going to let that happen again. And they make the conscious decision to be like, I'm going into fight mode, not flight or freeze mode.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. One of the things that, again, for me, because when I started recognizing that that's kind of where my brain was going, pretty famous author called Brene Brown, writes a whole bunch of like personal development books and stuff like that. Coined a phrase in one of her books called assume good intent. You know, and not only does this work with, you know, those type of situations, but it also works with, you know, the situations where you're like, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm going to lose my milk and cookies. And like, it's just going to be over. It's like, stop. Okay. If it's a person, whatever it is, are they maliciously trying to do this to you?
Mm-hmm.
And our brain will like fabricate that in order to keep us in the fight mode. But if you're assuming good intent, you're just like, okay, well, what if, you know, because we all have cell phones. We all have text messages that don't go through occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
What if my text message didn't go through?
Yeah.
What if he's somewhere and he doesn't have cell phone signal? What if, you know, he's in an accident or has had meetings or hasn't had time to like pick up the phone and actually like, you know, respond back or everything else? Like you start to look at real life situations that you're just like,
Mhm.
oh, well, that kind of makes
Or
sense.
they're just busy.
Or they're just busy.
Yeah.
You know? And that not only I think would help out for that fight, flight, or freeze in those type of situations, but also in a lot of other situations, just take a minute and
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah. Slow down.
You know, slow down. It's
Yeah.
not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you still have time.
Yeah.
You know, that's why like if you're going to make a big decision, no matter what it is, take 24 hours
Yeah.
and sleep on it.
Yeah. No,
You
it's
know?
it's funny. We were talking about this as instructors recently the other day, how a lot of this modern generation gets pissed when you quote unquote leave them on red.
Yeah.
It's like, you left me on red for like an hour. Seriously?
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, I saw the message and I'm with people, like, I will get to you.
Yeah.
Relax. Yeah, that whole they left me on red. Okay. Did your statement need an elicited response immediately?
Mhm.
Well, no. Then shut up. They'll get back to you. It's like, calm down.
And I think a lot of that goes back to Brene Brown's statement. You know, it's like, dude, like, assume good intent. Well, why didn't they answer back? It's like, why do you think that they didn't answer back?
Yeah.
It's like, go through the process of making that mental choice of like, well, okay, he didn't answer back because he's probably got, for example, or
Yeah.
me when I was running my studio. You know, why didn't he text me back? Well, what time is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's like 4:30.
Yeah, you're probably not going to
He's
hear
got
back
private
from me.
lessons going on from 4:30 to 5. He's got group class that goes from 5 to 5:45 with a 15-minute break in between so that he can talk and shake hands and kiss babies, you know.
Yeah.
And then he's got private lessons from 6 to 6:30, 6:30 to 7, 7 to 7:30, 7:30 to 8, group class from 8 to 9.
Yeah.
It's like do you see that there's no real good time there
Yeah.
for him to be like, "Oh, hey, I'm going to check my phone."
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, people just, like you said, take a deep breath, just take a step back. It's just assume good intent.
Yeah.
Assume good intent.
And so I've had to kind of do that. I did that with him, and I've had to do that with a couple of, stock investments and stuff that I've made lately that,
Yeah.
the stock market's volatile, and these are highly risky, highly volatile ETFs that I'm in. And, you just have to sit back. It's like, okay, what was your main goal? Well, my main goal was this. Okay, whenever I do make an investment or anything else, I have a time horizon on it. What's your time horizon?
Yeah.
Is it today? Is it tomorrow? Is it next week? No. It's like 3 years from now. Then why are you peeing your pants?
Yeah.
You're going to tell me that in 3 years, your stock isn't going to go up? In 3 years? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm a Tesla roller coaster rider. I mean, it's
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave. I mean,
Yep.
Some days it's great. Other days, people are like, so how's things going? It's like, well, I probably lost about what some people make in a year in a day. So,
Yeah. But then
are you freaked out? I'm like, no, I don't
'Cause
care because
you'll
my time
make-
horizon's 10 to 15 years out. It doesn't
you'll
matter.
make as much money in one day as most people make in a year.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
you have to endure both of them.
That's straight facts.
So,
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next question. Question number 3. What fictional character do you have beef with?
Ooh, fictional character I have beef with.
Yes.
I can't have beef with the writers that wrote the fictional character.
No.
Damn it.
I know, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, because there's
The number one that pops into my head is Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones. It's like, I got beef with that dude.
and he died in like the best way too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Normally you're like,
just-
oh, spoiler alert. It's like, oh no, they died.
Oh,
Now this time it's like,
no.
yes, he died. Yeah. I've got, oh man, that dude, just everything about, and it's very interesting because that actor actually stopped because he was getting a lot of like flack. from that character.
And
They
dude,
couldn't. He's the nicest person ever.
and chewed the scenery with that character.
Oh yeah, he did awesome.
Oh,
Like
my
the acting with
gosh.
it is phenomenal.
Great guy.
The character itself is a terrible character.
Horrible.
The person playing it, from everything I've read, is a very, very nice person.
Oh yeah,
which makes it even like a better acting job because that's against everything he naturally is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so the Gene Wilder,
yeah,
the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie Puckett.
the chocolate kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Charlie Bucket, the chocolate kid that he ends up.
Oh no, wait, is that the kid that wins?
The kid that wins.
Oh, I was thinking it was the Gunther, the one that fell in the.
Dude, he makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Especially the Gene Wilder one. Both of them make me laugh. But
Yeah.
That one was, and Gene Wilder was just, amazing.
He was great in that movie.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. Like, yeah, he's again great actor. But yeah, I just that character in that one, I was like,
Yeah. Trying to think of some other ones. God, because there's so many movies where I'm like, God, I freaking hate that character. Oh. Like pretty much every damsel in distress in the horror movies or any victim in a horror movie, you're like, you're such an idiot. Just run out of the house. Like, remember that guy? I think it was a Geico commercial where it's like the group of teens in a horror movie and they're like, they run outside. They're like, all right, we got away. What should we do? We should run back in the house and go upstairs, or we should go over here. And then the girl's like, why don't we just get in the running car?
Yes.
And then they're like, no, let's go hide behind that wall of chainsaws. And you're just like, oh.
Well, I think Scary Movie did it best. I think it was in Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Where, it's always the college party, frat party, whatever, that's going on in a cabin somewhere in the woods.
Yeah.
And that one girl starts dancing and takes her top off, that she's the first one to get killed. And that's when it starts, And so she's up there and right in front of the plate glass window, kind of starts dancing, almost looks like, and they like line back or tackle her to the ground. Like, no, don't do that.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
It's
like, you don't do that in a horror movie.
Oh, gee. Yeah. That one was, that's funny. The one thing that I'm trying to think of, like another character that I've got beef with, and I'm like, oh, dude, I just want you to die 1,000 deaths. And for some reason I can't think of any character because, in my opinion, like if the character's written well, you shouldn't think that about them.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like even in the beginning of Game of Thrones, of course I'm going to forget his name. He ended up becoming the Hand.
Ned Stark or
no.
Tyrion.
Tyrion Lannister. The very beginning of that one, dude, he was a freaking douchebag.
Oh yeah. Same
awful.
with Jaime.
Oh, Jaime Lannister was awful. Both of them were just like,
terrible people.
Terrible people. But
you ended up liking them at the end.
The writing in it, because then you start to see, you can bring out that character development of like, this is the damage that happened to them before that has created this character and this persona of who they are, and this is why they act that way.
Yeah,
Tyrion acted the way he was because he was always like, well, whatever, like I'm just gonna do this. And then when things got serious, and they wrote it this way, that when his feet got put to the fire, you got to see like, no, that's not actually who I am. This is my true character.
Yeah.
That's who I was because nobody else cared.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so, even villains, like if a good villain is written, you should be conflicted also with the way that they, are kind of doing things.
Yeah.
That you should look at it and be like, oh, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
I get your rage. It's wrong, but I get your rage.
Exactly. I got beef with the Ben Stiller from Meet the Fockers. Not Ben Stiller, but the character.
The character?
Focker.
Yeah.
God, that... I honestly can't watch those movies.
You can't watch those ones?
No, I'm just like
The awkward comedies.
I don't mind awkward comedy, but that is so like, maybe it's because like I feel so embarrassed for him
Yeah.
that it's like, I just gotta turn this. Everything goes wrong.
Right.
Like, everything goes wrong, and you're just like, oh Lord, this is terrible. Yeah. I would probably the knee jerk reaction for me was Joffrey Baratheon.
Joffrey
From Game of
was.
Thrones. I was like, I can't stand that character.
Oh, I've got one, and it's from a sitcom, Manny from Modern Family.
Manny,
He's Sofia Vergara's son.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't know if it's the way the writing they did for that kid and the direction that they gave him, but it's like, I want to punch him.
Yeah.
You know.
Not we're talking characters here.
Yeah.
Not
the
the actors.
Not the actor. Because again, I can't blame the actor because
they're
he's delivering the writing and the direction that they're given.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Mark Wahlberg in The Happening.
Yes.
What? Why?
Or again, Natalie Portman in
Star Wars.
In Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just like, dude, like, and again, Natalie Portman, beautiful, highly talented actress, has been doing it since she was a kid. Okay. And it was the most like cardboard, you know, plain, like zero acting that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, Samuel L. Jackson too. Great actor. Ewan McGregor, great actor. Liam Neeson, great actor. And it was all just kind of, you know,
even
like that's all direction and writing.
Those movies are still better than the prequel or the
sequels,
the later sequels. Yeah, we're not going to talk about 7, 8, 9. They just don't exist. No.
Small tangent. What I would love to see is, again, from what I hear, Kathleen Kennedy, who's actually did the sequels and everything else.
Hopefully they fired her.
Yeah, she's supposed to be gone.
Yeah.
But what I would like to see is like a series run and make it a little bit more just like, instead of kiddie PG, you know, blah blah blah, but make it more like PG-13.
Yeah, or darker and edgier,
mature audiences of Darth Vader after.
They need
Episode 3.
Yeah, they need a Darth Vader series
where
for
it's
sure.
just like him going
like
around.
Prime Vader. Yeah, I think we talked about this the other day on the show. Man, we need a Prime Vader series.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, because we had Darth Vader fighting Voldemort last week. Darth Vader just freaking killed him.
Darth Vader would just destroy Voldemort. I mean, it's just there's no show.
Yeah. No, we definitely need a Vader series.
But no, Vader Prime.
Yeah.
Like and him going and like actually hunting Jedi through the galaxy.
Yeah.
You know, being that, you know, that ominous force. And I was listening to somebody else, and they said, imagine what it would be like to be a stormtrooper or anybody else on the Death Star, because by that time, we're talking, you know what, 20 years had passed, 25 years, maybe 30.
Because at the end of 3, Luke and Leia were just born, and by the time we meet them, they're like late teens, early 20s.
Late teens, early 20s. And then you got all the way up to, you know, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
You know, or sorry, that was Return of the Jedi. And he goes into the throne room of the Emperor, most feared person, again with the second most feared person who they've probably seen kill people, you know, Darth Vader. No one knows what happens in there. And the kid walks out, Emperor's not there, and he's dragging the body of Darth Vader.
Yeah, they need.
Are you going to stop that guy? No, you're just going to keep walking.
They need to make a Luke series as well. Like, I think one of the best representations of Luke was in The Mandalorian. I think it was the end of the second season, first season, or when he goes into that ship and just destroys all those things like they were nothing. I was like, hell yeah. Because I've read the books, like the Timothy
Zahn book.
Oh my gosh.
He needs to come. They need to, like, again, just cap in hand, eat some crow, you know, take some humble pie, and go to Timothy Zahn and say, hey, we kind of screwed this up.
Be like, can we put your books in canon?
Yeah, we're going to bring the books in canon now.
Phenomenal.
I mean, I think it was in
Phenomenal.
one of his books, or was it a comic book, where he found somebody who was Sith, but we're talking now Prime Luke, and he's fighting this one, Sith entity or whatever, and the entity's coming after him, and Luke is force wielding like 47 lightsabers at the same time, fighting this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Luke's.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah, Luke's awesome.
Straight up.
Yeah, we went from beef with characters to things we want to see.
Oh my gosh.
But moving on to our last question. All right, before we get into our fight scene, for some reason, again, I apologize, but I caught it sooner this time. We cut out question number 4. We'll just tell you what the question is, and then you can formulate your own opinion on it. It was, if you won the lottery, what would you do? So we both said that he would build a vending machine empire and a lodge, and I would travel with my family. So, but fight scene, we're going to do it real close. Round 1, it's Ryu versus Snake Eyes. Round 1, we both had Ryu.
Both had Ryu in the
in
Street Fighter universe.
Universe. Round 2, we both had Snake Eyes in the G.I. Joe universe because Ryu's wandering the valley.
Yep.
And Snake Eyes just, boom, ambushes him. He's dead.
Yep.
And then round 3, we were split, but we could flip-flop either way. I had Ryu. He had Snake Eyes. We based it off of endurance. But if you made the argument for either one, I'd agree with you. So he had Snake Eyes 2-1. Yeah. I had Ryu 2-1. But let us know who you would think for the fight scene. But moving on to our joke of the week. All right. He got a big reaction. We'll see if it still happens. Why don't cannibals eat divorced women? Yeah, he's already laughing. Why don't cannibals eat divorced women? And we said women because we're 2 guys. So if you're listening, you could say, why don't cannibals eat divorced men? It's okay. I just wanted to say divorced women because Tony's divorced and he gets it. It's, why don't cannibals eat divorced women? The answer is they're too bitter.
I know, it's so funny.
But I apologize for the technical difficulty we had earlier. But moving on to our shout-outs. All right, so Tony's all dressed up because he's got a place to go, and we just had Sarah walk in. Hi, Sarah. Yeah. So what are you all dressed up for your shout-outs?
Yeah, so shout out to my brother and his family. They're baptizing their 2 kids. They're his twins today.
Yeah,
and so
they let you know what yesterday?
Yeah. Well, it was like earlier this week, and I was like, I already planned this out, so I'm like, whatever, I'll just go.
Yeah. So that's why Tony's all dressed up. So shout out to...
Shout out to them.
Is he older or younger?
He's the youngest. And
shout out younger Davis.
No joke, the most intelligent out of all of us.
There you go. Wow.
He started college when he was in between his 9th grade and 10th grade year.
Nerd.
Yeah. And here's the stupid thing, got a 4.0.
In college? Yeah. Or in high school?
Well, in high school, of course, got a 4.0.
Yeah.
When he went to college. Full term, 12
super nerd.
12 credit hours. 4.0. And
good for you, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. I could talk him up, but we don't have time.
Shout out younger Davis. I'd like to shout out everybody that is coming to the Liam birthday party later today.
Yeah, come out to the birthday party.
We really appreciate everybody's love and support. And but let's move on to our final thoughts. Any thoughts you'd like to leave people on? My first final thought is I will get this recording thing down. I don't know why it's always with you, but it will happen. I apologize that you missed out on the great. Luckily, it was only one question this time.
Only one question this time.
It was only one question. I caught it fast enough that we could do a quick synopsis of the other things that we lost.
Yeah.
But I will get that figured out. I apologize. You missed a great vending machine question answer thingy.
I might bring that up next time.
Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah. But any final thoughts you'd like to leave the people with?
Final thoughts are these. So I went and did a retreat over the weekend with my brother-in-law, like I said earlier. One of the final thoughts is that I want you all to know that the potential you all have is something that you have never seen.
Yeah.
That the only thing holding you back, are are our own ideas of what people have told us before in the past. And the sad thing is that we agreed to them.
Yeah.
And because we agreed to that, then we start acting that part. You know, how many times has somebody been told, like, you're not smart?
Yeah.
Or you don't read well, or you're not coordinated, therefore you can't do this. And we look at that and we're like, oh, yeah, you're right. I am. I'm not smart. And so you agree to it. And then what do? You start acting like that.
You act on it.
So don't.
Yeah.
You know, every single one of you guys that are out there are fully capable of so many great things. And if we could just figure out what those things that are in our heads and the agreements that we've made, so we can move on from that, the better.
And don't accept other people's reasoning for what you should do.
Yeah.
That's another big thing. Everybody's like, oh, you need to do this. You're really good at that, but I hate that.
Then don't do it.
Yeah. Learn how to listen to yourself, trust yourself, and follow the path you need to lay out for yourself.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes everybody has the best intentions moving forward with like, oh man, you're so blah, blah, blah. But they do a lot of damage when unintentionally.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got to learn to listen to yourself, but also be aware of when someone's truly talking to you.
Yes.
Because we're not saying that everybody that gives you advice is giving you bad advice, but a lot of times people are unintentionally giving you bad advice for you specifically.
Yeah.
So, but make sure you listen to yourself, trust yourself, and thank you for joining us. You'll be seeing Tony and I pretty frequently now, and I will get the recording thing figured out.
It's fine.
But if you don't like the edit, keep it to yourself. I'm learning still. But thanks for kicking it with this week, you guys, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.